Good morning, guys. Make sure my stuff is working correctly. I see why we did not make it up into that bullish order block on in Q. We pretty much hit the ES order block. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I don't know why they make me hit that live button like that, but they do. Hopefully, these last couple days have been okay trading. I know I did have I feel like I had a rough little skit there on Monday and Tuesday. I need to do some recap videos, make sure, because like I said, we did hit max drawdown on a funded account Tuesday. So. We did have a pretty good Asia session last night, guys. I think we only got into like some drawdown one time last night, but overall, it was a good session last night. These are evals only. These are fairly new accounts. This is when Bewley's was running their $10 evals for the 25K, so hard not to pick some of those up to pass some of those to get some more funded to put in reserve. But last night we're up 116, 206, and 91, so we probably won't touch these accounts anymore today, and we'll just focus on funded accounts and maybe a eval from what do you want to call it, our elusive accounts. So So I was wondering why we did not hit that bearish order block up there. And I guess if you go look at the NQ also has a bearish order block here. For this morning, we do have news this morning. Let's check that out real quick. I think it's at 8:04 or 9:45. I use investing.com as our news. There's a few other sites you can use too, but I just prefer to use so in 40 minutes. Okay. Like I said, existing home sales. And today at 12 o'clock, 12:01, you have the 30-year bond auction. I don't think there's anything going on tomorrow that should make today choppy. We can make sure though. So it looks like a no news Thursday. So we just need to get through today's news segment. Just be aware of that if you're trading. Dude, get out, man. What's up, man? Remember 10 micros only, fella. Dude, no. Now, I may throw a little bit higher, throw micros on some evals, but man, when it comes to the fundeds, I broke that rule the other day and it cost me. So that's the first time I've done that in a minute. Definitely not going to be doing that again. We're going to stick to our 3 micros only on these 25Ks. So can't really go too much more than that. It gets a little iffy. So weak support down to the downside. For shorts, we would need to get back below 5.4. What's that? Let's see. Oh, that's ES. That's the ES. Don't want to look at the ES. Basically back below 690 there. A lot of times, guys, we like to retrace to the midnight opener. So we just ran this 4-hour candle to the top side. So this is why I'm kind of thinking we could get a fairly decent little pullback this morning. So, man, if you can ever catch the market whenever it runs these 4-hour candles, you know, it kind of sweeps a 4-hour low. And you always at least get a 50% to the whole 4-hour previously candle getting ran. So I'm kind of looking for a decent pullback this morning. Let me mark out my official short line here. So that's 689. All right. How's everybody else's week going? Like I said, I had a fairly rough Monday and Tuesday. I don't know what it was about Monday and Tuesday, but I feel like, I don't want to say Monday, but Tuesday. Monday wasn't bad. It was actually Tuesday that I felt like I was on the struggle bus. Usually when that happens, it's one of those deals where you just feel like you need to try to survive the trading session. Hopefully everyone's having a nice vacation. If you decided to go on vacation the week after 4th of July, that's usually a fairly big vacation time this next month. So you probably see a lot less people in streams because a lot more people are on vacation. For me, I don't like to do vacation until middle of August when everybody's going back to school and the beaches aren't as crowded and stuff like that. Those are like my favorite time to go on the old vacay. So the pre-orb doesn't look too bad this morning. We do have a pivot right below the pre-orb sitting at 13. So I probably would stay away from that one. Like I said, I wouldn't be interested in shorts unless we're below 690. And for longs, I would need to see us get through this bearish order block. If we get through the bearish order block and kind of do away with that, then I feel like longs will definitely be on the table this morning. So I think just be careful between the bearish OB and the pivot. And I think if you can be patient enough and wait for those two things to work themselves out, then look for your entries. So we got less than 4 minutes for the market open. So good luck today, guys, if you are pushing the button this morning. Probably won't take the pre-orb this morning. Like I said, I don't really like where the pre-orb is sitting. I would prefer the move to the upside to maybe take out that bearish OB. Let's see here. Yeah, so if you're looking at so there is another order block on the ES that pushed up there. For ES, this is kind of like where we could possibly look for a retest of the 40 level. But if we start losing the 40s, that's where it can get kind of iffy. You start losing the 40s on the ES. What you would like to see is for the ES to go down there, lose the 40s, to recover the 40s, then come back up. So like I said, I think we're just going to sit on our hands for the first 10 to 15 minutes and just wait for the market to kind of work itself out. Because usually whenever I take most of my losses, it's usually always within the first few minutes of the market being opening, is, you know, when we're trying to find trades whenever the market's just whipping. So good luck today, guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck. We are trading the MNQ on the 5-minute charts. If you're new here, market was not very good yesterday morning. So we chopped around for almost a whole hour yesterday within like 100-point range. We pretty much had the one big move up, but after that one initial move, and that's kind of what gets people. You get that one initial move, then you sit around and just chop for the next freaking 45 minutes to an hour till the moves finally start working out. Like I said, I don't like the longs until this bullish order block is taken out. And for shorts, I want to see us back below the 90. Nice. Like I said, we got to get through the 90s here. Like I said, unless we get below that 90 level, I would not be trying to short into that level. Maybe the second push gets us here, get us through there. Oh, let's see here. I feel like we got a nice level down to 25 if we can. The safer way would be to wait for this to print and kind of retest this. Or maybe that next candle is kind of like a, what do you want to call it? So this was also the low from the other day, this 30 level. So we had a good bit of resistance here at the 30s. So this could be the bottom here for the ES. A lot of resistance underneath the 30s for the ES. Like I said, this looks super trappy, guys. We bounced right off that 90 level, pretty much. Just right below it. And also right at kind of where the 15 minutes is. And it's probably even this, wouldn't be surprised if it's this previously hourly candle here too. You can see that. It's right there at that previously hourly candle. Very trappy there. Mm-hmm. I would not buy into this order block unless you got some kind of pullback into the 60s here. Here comes that order block here. Man, if we push on through this order block, should get a nice move to the top side. Like I said, you do not want to take entries into this order block here. I just don't know how choppy it's going to get once it gets up in this area. All right, order block is gone. And like I said, just being patient, waiting. So Something else that I've noticed too sometimes is if your first 15-minute candle was green, most of the time that next 15-minute candle will be red. So you may get one more green candle here with the 15 minutes. So what'll happen if you try to chase this, I wouldn't be surprised we come back and fill in this gap here. There's an imbalance gap sitting down here at 60s. $33. So what we're going to hope for on this next 15-minute candle is if this can print kind of like a red little candle, then the next one would be kind of like a possible breakout candle. Nice, man. I don't know if I should have taken this one. I should have waited. Damn it. I have to close this back below 50. Run into a lot of resistance up here. Mm. All right, we'll have to close this back. Yeah. You accidentally make 600. Nice, man. This stuff is. I'm always very iffy about taking these trades up into the whole number. I feel like 20s is the target up there. We're going to try to jump back in the minute. We're going to wait till the 900 hits. I hit the first 10 points. My runner got stopped out, Nick. It paid 20 points. I was long right there at 70. Usually this means we usually stay bullish whenever you get this little wiki 5-minute candle. That's why I moved my stop loss down so far, because I figured we would go up another 10 points. But we're also heading into a whole number at the 900s. So that's why we kind of got to break even fairly quick. I'd like to see us maybe even push back down to 800 to kind of fill in this gap here. Do like maybe a 1 micro trade or something down here if we can pull back down in this area and bounce. We're going to downsize the 2 micros here. $7.80. Yeah, so we only got 41 bucks on that last trade. Nice. Ah, come on. Stay up there. Get through the 900s already. Oh, yeah, it's going. Give me the 25. We're going to go ahead and lock in at least 20 points on this just in case. We could run into some resistance at 20 here, but I'm hoping we can at least get 25. Store now. I'm gonna lock in 30 points. Because I don't know what's gonna happen at the 20 level here. I knew we were gonna run into resistance at 20. Nice. All right. Good second trade. Nice. Nice $200 win on the fundeds there. Pushes within about $400 away from another $1,000 payout with this account. We're at 53,193 or 187. So we got to get to 53,600. So nice trade on the Bewley funded there. Too bad I didn't take that on the elusive. That would have been a $500 payout. Well, it's okay. We'll take it wherever we can get it. Ooh, nice push. I mean, dude, look at it. I was hoping it would get a little bit deeper. I was kind of like with you, Nick, about that 780. I thought we would get a little deeper inside that gap there that we left behind. But dude, once I saw that we created a freaking bullish order block right there, like, shoot, that OB's at like on my charts is like 87%. So I was like, yeah, it's about to blast. Luckily, I just took pretty much like a little $40 win on that first trade. So we didn't lose the 130. So I was a little nervous about that. I knew better. That was actually a mistake. That was actually kind of a rule breaker that I shouldn't have done. This is why it seems like whenever, if I try to take trades before the 5-minute candle is printed, I usually get effed. Guys, we have existing home news coming out in a few minutes, so be aware of that. What's up? What's up, Alba? How are you doing? Dude, why are you guys so relentless with the gold things? God, just stop it already. I mean, it's like, how many of you mother effers are they? It's like non-stop. It's like you go live and they just pop out of the woodwork. Are those like bots or something? Like, do people just stroll around and just fucking paste stuff into streams and leave? Oh my goodness. All right, we can chill for a moment, guys. Not really much to do. Yeah, it has to be, dude. That's the only thing I hate about the TikTok chats, dude. It's like it just doesn't stop. And I'd be okay if they just put it in there one time to move on, but they just spam the lobby over and over. And I don't know if there's a setting with TikTok where if you got to be a subscriber to put in the chat. I'm not sure. Did you see the fake account I sent you on Discord? Yeah, I made the Discord where you had to have a phone number to put stuff in there, but I'm still getting freaking just spam. I mean, I don't know how does people make money from doing that, or what's the purpose behind that? I guess I don't get it. Yeah, see, I would never do that, man. Very big bullish order block to the downside, guys. So I don't see how we get back down. The top of that order block is at starting at 892. Sit. Oh, goodness. Guys, like I said, we're just kind of just chilling at the moment. There's not really anything to do here. We have a huge order block to the downside here. Where did my... I'm still kind of looking for a upside move up to maybe 30,000. 30,000 would be kind of my target, man. Maybe if we can print above, I've got a pivot here at 64. If we can get like a clean close above that pivot, above the 50s there, what I'd like to see, man, even though you're taking that crap into 30,000, so might have second thoughts about that one. Woo. Mm. Yeah, that's pretty nice making 600 bucks on a funded account, man. Hopefully, most of you guys caught the big move to the upside. I'm not sure how long it's going to be before we get another one. I'm assuming this thing is waiting for the news to pop. We already had news. Yeah, that's the top of that order block there. Not enough volume for me to jump in on a funded, though. That's the only thing. Was that accident traded a mini? Like I said, guys, just sitting on our hands and waiting. Not really anything for us to do here. It's just kind of chopping sideways. Unfortunately, it could be one of these deals where it just chop. I mean, you look at the Rico candles. This is ugly price action whenever you're getting these reversal candles just printing side by side here. Oh yeah, trust me, I've done that myself, Nick. I didn't do it in the move, but I realized how much money I was losing whenever I thought I was on a micro, and it ended up being minis. uh like to see like maybe a, what do you think, a 850 pullback? That'd be the top of that. The ES pretty much got stopped at 65. Hmm. Like I said, this is inside that bullish OB here. Uh, so really, for this to still be bullish, as long as it doesn't break the 29,809, this is still considered bullish. But we can also kind of go back to that one thing where we talk about if the first 15-minute candle is green, that means most time we're going down. If it closed before 88 short on the way up. Let me see. Dude. Like I said, just let's see what the EMAs look like. Yeah, 802 for EMA, so probably hit that 21 EMA with a pump back up to 850. All right, here's the bottom of that gap. Oh shoot, that gap's all right. The gap, I mean, that bullish order block is no longer a thing, guys. We ran the 09, so your 21 EMA. Waiting to see what happens. We got another minute left on this next 5-minute candle. We're at the 9 EMA, so if we can break maybe back above 50s, get back above that 9 EMA. There was your 780 pullback there. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. This could be the 15-minute pullback here. So let's see what happens with our we're back into our opening range here. Hmm. Huh. Like, what is the purpose of the short there? Looking at that. Now, I'd like to move possibly back up here in a possible minute. The reason why I say that is because there's no wick on that 5-minute candle. That's also, well, so do you take the short on that one, Nick? Hmm. All right, 40 seconds to this next candle. I'm kind of worried are we going to run back up to the 800s? Because like I said, there is no wick on the top of that candle. Oh, you hit all your goals. Man, that's a pivot there too. Uh, Dang it. I can't. I can't get. I couldn't. I gotta get that fixed. Damn it. I was hoping for another big move to the downside. I was trying to target this 58 down there at the previous day high. Let me take that off, because what's happening is this thing goes to 10 points as soon as I hit that 10 points, and it's costing me. And that should have been another 30-point move for my funded account. Yeah. The better trade would have been once it wigged back into that pivot. But we had another level to the downside I wasn't sure about. At 890. Oh. Yeah, you can use it. It's still on the wall. Oh, that first wick was resistance. Yeah, I guess I'll have to start looking for that. Is that what you're looking for almost every single trade? We're back at a pivot here. Waiting to see what happens at this pivot at 619 or 713. I'm sorry. Because there's no wick at 800 up there. I wish I would have took it there, but it's going good, Wes. Pretty much a break-even trade at the moment. So if we get stopped out here, looks like it's going to end up being a break-even trade. Shit. So pretty much break even on that one. It's going to down again. We just broke that pivot. We'll risk our profits here. Back above 20 will close this because this is to be back out of my 15 minutes. Trying to zoom in so I can close this if it breaks back out of the 15 minutes. Fuck. Ugh, son of a bitch. What's over? I thought once we trying to short underneath that opening 15-minute candle there. I might have just couldn't sit through that drawdown on that candle here. Swings are pretty good size here. See if we can get back above 63. We're pretty much back in our opening range here. So that's where we were trying to long above a while ago. This bitch is probably going way back down. Is that an order block sitting there? I think so. All right. You scalp that long? Yeah, I'm in it on Rico candles. I can trade Rico candles a little bit better. It's just hard for me to trade on stream. I need, what, 66 or so to hold here. Could have a fairly big pullback here. Are you just scalping a sim account today, Wes? Try not to give back as much profit in case we pull back here. Oh, use a demo count until October? Oh, interesting. Ah. Remember, guys, for most part, we try to just stick to 3 micros if we can, maybe even 2. Oh, that's what I did wrong. Ooh, my goodness. So did you take an entry at the 783? I mean, we're still bouncing off that 15-minute range. And see, that's what we're looking at. Like, that's why we took the short while ago. We thought once we got back below that 15-minute candle, we'd make a run to this bottom wick here. And that was the reason for taking that short while ago. We got below the pivot, but it didn't work out. Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting you said that earlier. Yeah, it's definitely a nice retest of the 15 minutes. So this is kind of what you're looking for off those opening 15-minute candles where we wick back into them. You entered at 720. Oh, nice, man. I lost about $170 on that last trade, or that one short trade, but I re-entered long back above our 15-minute candle. So we're up $80, but I'd like to get one more trade with these two micros to try to push over 100 if I can. Our best trade was probably the funded account that we took earlier, whenever we took it up to the top there for quite a few points. We're up 200 on that one funded. Guys, you got to be able to not to over leverage. That way, if you do take a loss, it's not devastating to your account. So that's my purpose, you know, just trading a few micros. Because if I was in minis and I took that loss a while ago, it would have been just complete carnage. That's what if I enter another trade, that's what it's going to be on. It's just two micros, Wes. Man, this thing just dump here. Once again, back to our 15-minute candle. You can see we're still just kind of bouncing off this 9 o'clock 15-minute candle. What time is it? Oh, you're looking for it close above 786. Man. I did not take any elusive trades today, guys. I really want to try to finish focusing on these Bewleys, since those are the ones that the payouts will be a lot bigger. Because the one Bewley, I'm only like $413 away. Last time I tried to short, I got burnt hard here trying to short this VWAP, guys. Would be nice if this candle can push down in the next minute and just kind of close right below our pivot. And this way we can kind of wick back into it. "30 seconds left." Wow, is that just another freaking fake out, man? I swear. Oh, the fake outs, man, have been for real. That was nasty. That's pretty wild that we just cannot get below this 15-minute candle. We just will not let it go. And that's our opening 15 minutes. I'm trying to stay away from it because I got burnt on it a while ago. So, and we're just trying to chopping around this thing. So we're just trying to, we're $80 in the green at the moment. And I was trying to find one more 2 micro trade if we can. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Is anybody caught in a fake out here? ES, though, looks like it's the long on the ES looks more prominent over here. Had like a little 5-minute pin bar. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. ES looked a little bit better. Thought we would get one more push up. I'm only going to allow this to pull back maybe 10 points at the most, guys. Because it could dump back down off this 800 again. Damn it. We're right there at it. Sorry, I gotta watch my Rico candles because that's where I use these levels off of. Yeah, shit. Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen, guys. I'm looking at my Rico candles. Yeah, fucking hate, man. All right. Sorry, I was watching Rico's. Yeah, it just couldn't hold. It's probably going to go back up. We had one more pullback down to 79. Then, oh, dude, you. Oh, goodness. I should have just kept my profit. That kind of made us lose our profit there. So maybe just need to turn off my Bewley accounts so we don't digging ourselves in a freaking hole. So that got us 96 in the red after being up 80 in the green. I still think it's going to go. I'm pretty sure I just got stopped out because I couldn't sit through the drawdown. This is annoying. Fuck. Let's do me dirty. Do me dirty. Sometimes I just cannot have the stop loss where I need it to have it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. Man, it should have been a big winner. Blah, blah. All right. I only have about 5 more minutes and we got to head out. This is at where we're at on the fundeds this morning. $96 in the red, $200 in the green, and all that was from last night. That one last trade. Dang it. I'm annoyed that this damn thing is up like 30, 40 points. Like I said, there's just sometimes I just can't risk it on my account. So I have to just take the stop out instead of just letting this thing pull back where it needs to pull back. I would need to wait for it to at least hit the 50 and pull back into the... Look at this thing, man. We're already at 50 points. Oh my God. I'm just annoyed, guys. That's all. Oh, I see what we hit off of right there. 57. Where could we go? Up to 85? $57 here would be our area. We need to see 57 hold up. How is it? Shoot. Yeah, we're at this weird level here, man, where it could easily come back down off 57. I would look for a push up to 85. It's kind of what I was thinking we would go. There's a bullish OB right there. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to be heading out here in a second because I have to get my stuff set up to go to my funded futures. If you guys want to join us over there on my funded futures, so hopefully you kept your losses fairly small today, or if you had the boys to hold them. I did get stopped out a few times. Like I said, I do get stopped out whenever the ranges get around that 20 to 30 range because I'd rather take the stop out than sit through a lot of drawdown. Just in case it does continue, you just don't want to be on the wrong side of that. If we have like this massive pullback and you don't have a stop loss in, so I'll always take my 20-point stop out. So just in case you weren't doing that. I had to take one more trade to try to get over that $100, man. It cost me, like I said, it put us back $96 in the red for the day on that funded account. So that means we're up 26,000, right at 800. So it means we're about $800 away still from a payout with that account. And we did not take any elusive trades today. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Everyone have a great evening. Thank you everyone on TikTok for watching today.